I'm so sorry I'm late for lunch, Dorian. Things were just so hectic. Well, it's quite all right. In fact, I wasn't even aware that you were late. I've just been sitting here thinking. Is something bothering you? Some things? No. A lot of things. Oh, I just don't see how a person can keep going on, doing all kinds of nice things for people, only to get kicked in the teeth. Who's been so ungrateful to you? Well, on top of the list is my sister Melinda. And then next comes Larry Wolek, who is Karen's husband. What have they done? As I told you before, my sister has been in the sanitarium for years, for which I have paid the total bill. Well, now she's about to be discharged, so I very graciously invited her to come live with me. But she said no. She said she's not ready to deal with me. Dorian, that's very sweet, isn't it? And what about Karen? Well, Karen and her husband are separated. And according to Karen, Larry threw her out of the house. So she went to a motel. Well, as soon as I found that out, I invited her to come here. So what do you think happened? Larry thinks that I'm interfering with their marriage. Well, you can just add all that up, and thank you, I am not going to get involved in anyone else's problems. Well, please don't give up yet, Dorian, because I need your help. And I assure you, I'll be very grateful.
So why wasn't Becky at work? She's sick or what?
The truth is, Richard, Becky took the day off to look for another job.
Oh. Well, obviously she's leaving the Banner because she doesn't want to be around me, right? I just think that it is time that we were honest. And I mean totally honest. Well, I couldn't agree with you more. For a change. I mean, we're living our lives, the setup, the little secrets. I mean, we're not ruining just our lives. We're ruining a little boy's life, who apparently we love very much. You know, I really have my doubts about that. Particularly after the number you did on Brian a couple of days ago. I did what I had to do, Kendall. Even if it meant almost destroying him.
Please, the two of you don't start. It's not going to accomplish anything.
What I did was get the truth out of Brian. And now I know what's inside that little boy. I know why he gets those headaches. And that's more than you could do with your kind of love, right, Kendall?
In any way that I can. Are you sure you want to? Please forgive me today. I'm very bitter, but that will pass. All right, what can I do for you? Well, it's about Richard. I need some advice. I really just want to talk about it. No progress? Oh, yes. But no. Well, have the two of you been spending a lot of time together? Yes. Well, I've practically had to kidnap him. We have gone out a few times, dinner, things like that. The other night, I almost had him in my arms. Well, that certainly sounds like a lot of progress to me. But I knew that his mind wasn't on me. I knew he was thinking about somebody else. Certainly not that country girl, is it? She has such a hold on him. But why? I mean, maybe he could be fascinated with her for about 3 minutes, but this has been going on quite a while, hasn't it? Yes. I'm afraid he's in love with her. She showed up unexpectedly that night I was telling you about, and I suddenly became just a piece of the furniture. Well, he certainly won't be able to stay in love with her. I mean, Richard is so cultured and so educated. After all, his mother is Victor's sister. Well, obviously, it doesn't matter. Well, it will at some point or other. Man. What? You don't think that Richard has taken Becky on as some sort of Pygmalion project? I've wondered about that myself. You know, that could have a lot of attraction. You completely change someone and you see them grow. That can be quite an ego trip. Well, let me tell you, overhauling Becky... I remember Richard telling me about how competitive you are with him, and that kind of competition just doesn't appeal to him. I know, ever since Princeton, all he can see in me is my career. What if Richard thought that he was responsible for turning you into a totally different person? I don't think I understand. Well, if he thought that because of him and his effect on you, you transformed right before his eyes into this very feminine and very vulnerable person, and that you could only do it with his help, that you needed him, and not just physically. Another twist to the Pygmalion plot. Exactly. Oh, Dorian, I think you have found an answer. That's a wonderful idea. And I thank you. Unlike all the other people in your life, I am very grateful. And for that, I thank you. Well, shall we go in and have a little lunch? What is it? You know, I think I am a genius when it comes to figuring other people's problems, but never my own. I'm afraid you're right, Richard. It upsets Becky too much to see you, and she's very vulnerable to you. That's why she wants a new job, someplace where she won't keep running into you.
Well, I don't know what to do, Miss Hopkins. She told me she didn't love me. Well, it wasn't true. I knew it wasn't true. She was just trying to get rid of me.
I know. Oh, she is so confused.
Why is she so afraid to love me?
Oh, I don't think it's you she's afraid of. It's herself. There is something that she fears that keeps her from involvement, keeps her from feeling.
Yeah, but what?
I don't know. She won't confide in me any more than she will you. All we really know is that she must have had a dreadful past. The secret is there someplace.
Yeah, but if she won't open up, Miss Hopkins, how are we going to find out?
I hate to say this to you, Richard, but maybe we never will. It is quite possible that Rebecca Leahunt will slide out of our lives the same way she slid in.
Oh, no, Mrs. Hopkins. No, I'm not going to let that happen. There's got to be some way. Oh, no, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should just give up, forget about her.
Richard, don't. I just hate to hear you talk that way. Though I can understand why you might. I know. It must be very painful for you. You know what? What are you doing here, Richard? Dropping all kind of speechless?
No, your speech is fine. Matter of fact, I missed it so much, I'll start trying to find out why you weren't at work today.
And I thought you told me. Well, quite frankly, I wish you were really not to. I'm not just going to show up.
Well, it's sort of a cross between fierce and then fiery. You know what I mean?
I usually don't. Now, listen, Becky. How was the interview? Oh, it was just wonderful. I had to stand in this hot, smelly kitchen and be interviewed while the owner fried onions. And then he kept looking at my body instead of my face. Well, I told him I wouldn't be a waitress in that place because I hated onions. I got the hell out.
Hey, we don't have onions at the Banner. That's a good place to work.
Well, I'm tired of it.
Tired of the Banner? You're tired of me?
Both. When I go to sleep at night, I dream of inter-office memos.
Yeah, so if you're a waitress, you'll be dreaming of grease and flies. What's the difference?
The difference is...
Yeah, the difference is that I won't be around, yeah. Hey, well, maybe that's good. Maybe you'll start dreaming of me, Rebecca Lee, huh?
I thought we got something straight the other night. But I guess you missed it.
No, I heard you. Loud and clear, but I don't believe you.
Well, I guess there's just no talking to you then.
Well, I tried. Can't win them all, Miss Hopkins. At least I tried. What truth? What did you find out?
Honey, are you sure that you know what you're doing?
Yes. What did you find out from Brian?
Why didn't you discuss this with me?
Because you do the same thing you're doing right now. You're worrying about him, you're worrying about the effects, you're still vacillating. Look, suddenly the two of you are talking like I'm not even here.
Look, why don't you just take it easy? And why don't we take this nice and slow?
Because that's the problem. You take it nice and slow, you don't get anybody upset. And the only thing that happens is that there's a monster created inside Brian. Look, somebody please tell me what's going on here, because I am going to start tearing this place apart, board by board. Kendall, you're not going to like it. So what's your hurry? Coming from you, I'm sure I won't like it. I probably won't even believe it. But I want to hear it anyway.
I really feel like I am standing between two time bombs. Now, is it really too much to ask of you to be civilized?
I don't think he knows how to do that. And at this moment, neither do I. Now I'll ask you again. What did Brian say? Brian knows something that you don't, Kendall. He knows
But you see, what it is, he's afraid that you're going to leave Landview again. And that's why he's been getting all of these migraines.
But I have told him over and over again that I am not going away. Well, I guess he doesn't believe you because you've done it once before. You know, if I were you, I would not bring up the past. Okay. I don't think that's the reason why he's getting those migraines. If it were, he would have told me about it. There has got to be more to it than that. That's right. There is.
Tony, please.
Pat, what are you doing? He has got to know. We've got to bring this thing out in the open.
I don't know, I guess so. Oh, Paul, I'm so sorry.
All right, Kendall. I'm going to give it to you straight. About a month after you came back, Pat and I became lovers again. I don't know what to say. Pat, why are you standing there? You have got nothing to be ashamed of.
I didn't think so at the time, but now...
You're going to say you're sorry again, Pat. You can save your breath because I don't want to hear it. Look, you just wiped that martyred look right off your face because you knew the situation. You knew that we were engaged. You knew that Pat still loved me. Now, what did you expect? That all of a sudden we just stopped wanting each other? Why don't you shut up, Tony? I think I've heard enough.
Yes, Tony, please.
Oh, I see. It's Tony the villain time again, is that it? Well, that's fine with me because, quite frankly, I just don't give a damn. You know, I feel like such a damn fool. I mean, not because you're sleeping with him, but because it shocked me. I said it shocked me. What the hell was I thinking?
I guess you were thinking what you want to do.
Yeah. What I wanted to. I guess all those years of fantasizing about being together with you finally caught up with me. Even after I came back, I kept on fantasizing. I'd never admit that the reality had changed. I didn't want to know that you were sleeping with him, so I wouldn't even admit it to myself. No, wait a minute. Now, you said that all this had to do with something with Brian and his migraines. I mean, what's the connection? Brian found out. He followed Pat here one night. I think it was your birthday.
Oh, now, come on, you didn't have to tell him that.
Oh, no, it's all right, Pat, don't bother. I mean, you obviously don't give a damn for me, so why shouldn't you give a birthday party for me and then go up there in bed? Look, let's just get through this, all right? The point is that Brian did find out. And that it was his fear that you would leave town again. And that's why he had the headaches. That's why he tried to hide it. That's why he had the attitude that he did towards his mother. And then he thought that it was my fault, that I was pressuring Pat to be with me. So all he had to do was get rid of Tony Lord, and then you two could get back together. Well, that's it, Kendall. That's the truth. Except that nothing has changed between Pat and me, and nothing ever will. So what do you say we just stop this whole absurd situation? I gotta get out of here.
Where are you going?
Home. Excuse me, I mean to your house.
Want to talk?
No, I think enough's been said. I just want to be alone and think.
Oh, Paul, I'm so sorry.
I believe you. Because I know that once you loved me very much. But then, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? If I was too rough on him, I'm
yes. I want to do all that I can to see the two of you get together. And I'm sure that he will drive you home tonight. And then once you get him home, voila. Voila, indeed. That's a wonderful idea, Dorian. Now listen, after I have gotten you together and you're in love and everything, I want you to promise me that you will do the same for me and some other gorgeous men. Oh, I promise I'll do my best. Oh, I really should be going, Dorian. I have to get back to work. Oh, yes, that's right. It is after 2 o'clock, and I know that your employer doesn't like his employees to have very long lunch breaks. But we just won't tell her, will we? No, excuse me, please. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Lord.
Yes, who is this?
This is Dr. Overton.
Just a moment, please. It's my sister, Doctor, and I really need you to. I'll see you soon. Bye. Dr. Overton, how nice of you to finally return my call.
What is it that I can do for you, Mrs. Lord?
You can release my sister immediately.
But as you know, she's not ready to leave here yet.
And I'm quite sure that's an opinion you encourage, isn't it?
Oh, why should I do that?
Why, for all the money that I send you every month, of course.
Mrs. Lord, are you questioning my professional ethics?
I believe they deserve to be questioned. First, you're telling Melinda is healthy enough to be released, but as soon as I pursue that, you change your mind.
It's Melinda's mind we're dealing with here. And it seems to me, for someone who hasn't even come to visit in 3 years, you've taken a sudden interest in Melinda's condition.
Dr. Overton, I want Melinda out of that sanitarium.
She does not wish to leave here.
Then let her find a way to pay for it there. Because as of now, the funds are cut off. The well has run dry, and all those other wonderful cliches. Now, do you understand me, Dr. Overton?
I'm afraid I do, Mrs. Lord.
Good. Then would you please tell Melinda that I am wiring money for her for an airline ticket to come to Landview, where she will be taken care of. She'll have everything, the best of everything, including whatever psychiatric care she still requires. Or she can sell pencils on the street to pay for the sanitarium bills. Now, it's up to her.
I suppose it wouldn't do any good to point out to you that you're not doing this out of Melinda's best interest.
Oh, but I am, Doctor. I really am. I'm her sister and I love her. Thus, I am doing all of this out of that love. Now, have I made myself quite clear?
Quite. Would you have Melinda Cramer come to my office immediately, please? Get over that, Pat. And then finally we'll be able to start a life together.
Right now, I can't even think beyond the next 2 minutes.
You know, I did have another alternative. I could have told Brian outright that I was his father.
At this point, I'm surprised you didn't.
I couldn't. For your sake, Pat. As much as anybody else's.
I'll talk to you.
Pat. Pat, I love you.
Well, I'm here because of something Dorian said or done.
I'm afraid so, Melinda. And it's not pleasant.
I'm sure it isn't. You know, I've done nothing but think about Dorian since her visit here. One thing keeps going round and round in my mind.
And what's that?
How can she hate me so much?
Why do you think she hates you?
For guilt. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have hurt my arm. Wouldn't have gotten sick. I'd probably be a concert pianist. If you're guilty about something long enough, hard enough, come to hate it, can't you?
She claims to love you, of course.
Well, so what did she do?
Called me to say she was cutting out money for your stay here.
She would really do that?
Apparently, Melinda, she certainly didn't sound like she was bluffing. She's wiring money for plane tickets to Landview.
If I had any nerve, I'd buy a ticket to anywhere but to Landview. But I don't have that nerve, do I? I don't even know if I have the nerve to walk across the street from here.
Melinda, you've come a long way. I know it must be terribly frightening for you to have to think about facing the world again. But you'll be all right.
I don't have any choice, do I?
Edwina, this is Paul.
Hi. Where are you?
I'm at home, and I won't be at the office for the rest of the afternoon.
Oh, is something wrong? You don't sound very well.
Yeah, well, I'm not feeling so hot. Is there anything I should know about?
Oh, no, I can take care of everything here just fine.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Well, see you tomorrow.
All right. And get better, okay?
Yeah, I'd love to get better. Bye. Hey, Brian. How are you?
Pretty good. I got 100 on the math test. Hey, how come you're home so early?
Oh, well, I'm not feeling so hot today.
Well, that's too bad. Is there anything I can do for you?
No, not really. Just gonna take it easy, that's all.
Well, okay. I'm going to go upstairs and do my homework. But if there's anything you want, just yell.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Okay. Bye. Okay.
Well, I've had one or two better days. How could you do that to me? I'm your husband. of here. Why don't you go over to his place, to his bed?
Is Brian here?
Yeah, he's upstairs doing his homework. He can't hear us.
Did you tell him?
Ellen. Ellen what?
No.
That although we'd be a husband in name only, that my wife is in love with another man, a man that her son hates, and that she's nothing more than a...
Please.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh, what's happened? It's all so awful. You're hurt. I'm feeling guilty. Brian's changed. It just was so awful.
What it is very sad.
Oh. You're right. It's true that a part of me that still loves you and always will. And I care very much what happens to you. I hope I didn't upset your schedule too much by asking you to drop everything so that you could come right over.
Oh, Dorian, for you, anytime. Now, what can I help you with?
Well, I don't think you've ever met my sister, but she is coming to live with you.
Oh, how nice.
Yes, and I would like to do over the west wing upstairs.
I see. Anything particular in mind, or can I use my imagination?
Oh, no, everything can be totally up to you. I just want everything bright and cheery. It must exude life. I just don't want any dark or dreary colors.
It sounds like fun. Money is no object.
No,
Right?
money is no object. I'd pay anything to have Melinda happy. I want everything to be perfect for her. It must be perfect for both of us. Paula's upstairs. I guess he didn't say anything to Brian.
Any trouble?
No. He's very angry, of course, but I don't blame him.
Well, if he does start bothering you, let me know and I'll come over and take care of him.
Yeah, of course I will.
Well, see you later.
I really don't think that I should see you tonight. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, I suppose I do. Brian, wait a minute.
I'm gonna hang up. I'll talk to you later. Mom, what did you do? Why is Dad packing? Why are you making him leave?
Can I tell him, Pat? Or should I? Do none of your ancestors come from New England, Anna?
Why you ask me that?
Never tasted preserves like that. Sounds of Hartford.
Thank you. I will take that as a compliment. Listen, you see Richard Abbott often at the office?
Good reporter, that boy. Always doing his research in the morgue.
Do you think he's happy?
Well, now that you mention it,
I thought so. And Becky is the same way. Hardly says a word. Goes about her business with her chin right down on the floor.
not seeing each other call, huh?
No, except at work. And now that Becky's looking for another job. In fact, the boy was over here this afternoon wondering why she hadn't shown up at the paper today. Excuse me, Ethan. Hello?
I'd like to speak with Miss Becky Lee Hunt, please, ma'am.
I'm sorry she's not here. May I tell her who called?
Is she going to be at the Blue Ridge Club tonight?
Well, I don't know, but if you leave your name and number...
I don't want to put you out. I'll just get in touch with her later.
No, it's no imposition. I'd be happy to... I don't like this at all. I mean, I hope that things work out for you the way that you want them to.
Well, the late Mrs. Wolek.
Oh, I had a lot of errands to do on the way back. Come on, honey, I got work for you. Brian, let me try and explain to you. Now, first of all, Paul isn't really going away. Then why is he packing his bag? Well, because he's decided that he just doesn't want to live in this house anymore, that's all. Because you told him he had to leave. No, I never said anything of the kind. Oh, please.
Brian, this was my decision.
But you'd stay if she asked you to, wouldn't you? Your father is free to do as he wishes. And please stay.
I'm afraid I can't do that, son.
Well, then take me with you. Because if you don't want to live here, neither do I.
Brian, come over here a minute. I want to explain something to you.
I don't need any explanation. Either stay here or take me with you.
Brian, I can't stay. Now, some things have happened in my life, and I have to get them straightened out.
Well, can't you straighten it out here?
No.
Why not?
Brian, you're just going to have to take my word for it.
All right. I know why. But where are you going to go?
Well, I'll be moving into the Landview Inn, a hotel. But we'll still be able to see each other. I mean, I promise you that we'll do as many things together as we possibly can.
Yes, and I'll help see what you do. If you want to help, let Dad stay here.
Now, Brian, now wait a minute. Now, you listen to this. Your mother is not to blame in this. You can't blame her for it. It's not her fault.
Then whose fault is it?
It's nobody's.
It's Tony's fault, isn't it?
Brian, it isn't. Now, don't you understand how this thing happened? Your mother thought I was dead. Now, she's entitled to lead her own life. So when Tony came along...
She had no right.
Brian, she had every right in the world. And when people fall in love, they can't help it. It just happens.
Brian, I would give anything if I'd known things would turn out this way. Why can't you take me with you? I mean, we could get an apartment or something.
Brian, no. Now, you have got to stay here because you're the man in the house now. Remember like it was before I came back. But I'll still be around. Now, I promised you I wouldn't go away, and I'm not about to break my word. Now, will you make me a promise, too?
What?
I want you to promise me that you will try to understand your mother's feelings, okay? Try to help her in any way possible because she loves you very much, and she needs your help. Okay? You think about it. We'll talk more about this later.
Dad, wait. Are you and Mom going to get a divorce?
Yes, we are. I've got to talk to a couple people and make some plans, and then I'll give you a call as soon as possible.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
to see you.
Goodbye, Ethan. I'll call you. Well, honey, how was your day? Not so good. Doesn't seem like there's any kind of job at all in this town for somebody like me. Well, it's like you already have a job, isn't it? Oh, there was a call for you. A man said he'd call back later. Who? He wouldn't give me his name. Just said he was going to try and reach you at the club. It sounds just like there's somebody from your part of the country, Becky. As I was saying to Ethan, his accent was almost the same as yours. And I made the arrangements for the hospital board luncheon, and Tony's going to give you his private dining room. Oh, good. Thank you, Chapin. Here. Oh, I picked up your things at Logan's, the things that you ordered, and they're upstairs in your room. And, oh, yes, Paul Kendall called, and he said that he wanted to see you before dinner tonight, and I told him that I didn't think you had anything, and then I checked your calendar, and I saw that you had Edwina Lewis and Peter Jansen coming for a cocktail. That'll be all right. Paul knows both of them. Is there anything else? I didn't get to the bank. Why not? Oh, I left Logan's, it must have been around 3 o'clock, and then, well, you see, I thought the drive-in window at the bank would be open until 5. It is my bank, and I should have checked, Karen. I told you that was the most important thing for you to do today. You knew I had to have those funds deposited today. Well, I'm sorry, Dorian. I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning. I think you'd better. The bank opens at 9, by the way. Dorian, I said I was sorry. Karen, is that supposed to make everything all right?
Stuart, Mrs. Kendall has arrived.
Thank you, Chapin. Would you show him in, please? Now, if you'll excuse us, Karen, I believe Paul will have business to discuss with me.
Seeing me on such short notice.
Oh, not at all. I hope this doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the new magazine.
No, the project is fine, but I'm afraid the publisher has a problem. Dorian and I would like to be released from my contract with Lloyd Press. I know that my option has 3 more months to go, but I'd like to be relieved of all responsibilities as soon as possible.
May I ask why?
Well, it's a personal matter, Dorian. I would really rather not discuss it in detail, if you don't mind.
Of course. Paul, is there anything that I could say that would make you change your mind?
No, I'm afraid not. Dorian, it has nothing to do with the job or the people I work with.
None whatsoever?
Well, not in a business way.
Oh. Then I don't suppose there would be anything that I could say. Well, we would like to keep the momentum of the project going, so can you stay on until I can find a replacement for you?
Well, that depends on how long it takes.
Well, I really wouldn't know. We'll start looking immediately. Let's see, Edwina Lewis would be the logical choice if she were a little bit more experienced, but I'm just not real sure.
Well, maybe we could give her a trial on a day-to-day basis, see how she operates. I'm going to be out of town for a couple of days at the end of the week, so...
Well, please make whatever arrangements that you need to.
Of course. And, of course, we won't make this known until we've agreed upon a termination date.
Oh, Paul, I'd appreciate that very much. Paul, could you stay for cocktails? Edwina and Peter Jansen will be here.
No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't.
Well, we'll do it another time then.
Okay.
Paul, I can sense that whatever this is, it's making you very unhappy, and I'm very sorry about that.
Thank you.
Hope it all works out.
I hope so, too. Good night, Dorian.
Good night. Mel, I'm sorry to have bothered you, but has anybody called the club asking for me? You sure? Well, could you ask Freddie and the other bartender if anybody left a message? Nobody at all? no good. No, seriously. How much do you really need me around here, Wanda? Need you? If I didn't have you, I'd have to get somebody else. Yeah, but how hard would that be? Oh, come on. No, I've been thinking. I think I should be working a little bit more at the health club. I mean, I went by there last night after work. The place was in total confusion. I mean, the phones were ringing, there's no one at the desk. Oh, yeah, but people straighten all that up when he gets back, huh? Well, yeah, but until then, I think there needs to be someone there to handle things. Wanda, Brad never really replaced me, you know. So what you're trying to say is that you think maybe Brad needs you more than Tony, huh? Well, Wanda, can I ask you something personal? Sure. When you were my age, had you been in love? Oh, let me see, how old are you now, 18? By the time I was 18, I had been in love maybe 12 times. Or, what, I was in love? That's not what I mean, Wanda. I mean, was there one special guy that you just overwhelmed with? I mean, the whole thing was overwhelming, so much so that you didn't know what to do when he was with you, and you didn't know what was going on without. I know. The feeling would come, and would go away just as fast. Boy, in my glad nothing really worked out. So I've also invited Richard Abbott for dinner, so that you wouldn't be surrounded only by women, Peter.
Well, I don't think that you've heard me complaining, have you? Oh, by the way, where's Kat?
Karen is doing some errands for me, but she'll be joining us shortly. I hope Richard's in a better mood than he was today at work. Practically chewed my head off when I casually said hello to him in the city room. Really? Everybody was in that kind of mood today. Even my boss, who has to be one of the sweetest men I've ever worked for. You mean Paul? Yes, he bowled out one of the coffee boys. That's totally unlike him. And then he gave me a hard time because I hadn't gotten out some report or other. You know, I think we're going to have to make some allowances for Paul. I think he's going through some sort of personal crisis right now. I got that feeling, too. You know what it is? No, I thought maybe you would tell me. All I know is that when I left work today, he was sitting in his office, steaming, waiting for his lawyer to show up. Is that one of our lawyers? No, his personal lawyer.
Oh, you know, if I have to see my lawyer, I'm going to make sure that I see him at his office, because there's no way of telling the kind of wild rumors that just might get started.
Oh, Peter, we haven't said a word.
No, but I have the distinct feeling that speculation is about to begin.
I wouldn't know where to start.
But Dorian just might. Excuse me, Mrs. Lloyd. Mr. Richard Abbott is here.
Oh, good. Show him in, Chapin.
May I freshen your drink, ma'am?
Yes, thank you. I'm going to take your advice, Dorian. What? With Richard, tonight, I am going to be the most perfect little helpless female you've ever seen.
Hi, Dorian. Hope I haven't kept dinner waiting.
Oh, of course not. So glad you're here, Richard. How are you?
One Life to Live in General Hospital, now full hours, following All My Children. Beginning Monday here on ABC.
When you decide to come up for air, I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes. Talk about this afternoon. And I think that it might help you feel a little better. I don't have to do it to me. I don't want to hear about him. You don't even know what I was going to say. try and understand your feelings. But he didn't say anything about Tony's. But don't you see how that would help me tremendously? Right. Sweetheart, I know that there was a time when you liked Tony very much. That was before he took you away from Dad. Take me away? Listen, you can call it anything you want, but if it wasn't for him, Dad would still be here tonight. Now, isn't that true?
Dorian, I think that I can say safely without contradiction that your chef is nothing short of magnificent.
I think you'll also have to thank Karen because she did plan the meal.
Me compliments to you, Mom.
Lena, would you be so kind as to do the honors and serve the brandy?
I would be glad to.
I'll help. Dorian, have you heard about Richard's new project? He's promised to help me improve my tennis game. It took me quite some time since I'm really not very athletic at all.
I'm sure you're not that hopeless, Edwina.
Oh, if he's in me on the court. You may give up in the first 10 minutes. But I hope that you'll feel free to use the tennis court here whenever you'd like.
Well, thank you, Dorian.
Excuse me. Oh, is that brandy? Yes, it's Mr. Lewis's 200-year-old son. Oh, well, I'm afraid that would just be wasted on me. I think I'll just have a little creme de menthe if there is any, please.
Hi. One creme de menthe. Coming right up. And what would you like?
What are you going to have?
Well, I'm definitely going to have the brandy.
All right, well, then I'll have some, too. I just love the way it burns going down your throat, don't you?
You're supposed to sip it.
Really? I wish somebody had told me that before. Oh, have you seen the formal gardens?
That sounds very familiar. Yeah, I've seen the formal gardens.
Oh, but you haven't seen them with the thinnest blanket of snow and in the moonlight? They're absolutely gorgeous. Please, let me show you.
Madam, your creme de menthe.
Thank you, Doctor. Isn't it really a little bit chilly for that sort of thing? Oh, well, we're just going to go out onto the terrace. While you were out, it was, call Pat immediately. Very important.
Thank you.
Here, Becky. Taste this and tell me if it's all right. What is it? Custard for lemon meringue pie. Only Ethan likes it. Very lemony. Tart, as he says. Is it for something special? No, just for our little dinner, that's all. Dinner? Oh, did I forget to mention that to you? Well, now look. I thought it might be very nice if some night you and I invited Ethan and Richard over for a little dinner. And perhaps afterwards we could have a spit in the ocean. I never heard of that. Oh, well, maybe a little friendly game of five-card stud then. Miss Hopkins, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but don't you think Richard's going to get the wrong idea if you ask him over here? Becky, it's only going to be a nice, sociable evening. Nobody is asking you to make a long-term commitment, you know? Anyway, that boy is very unhappy about the situation between the two of you. I suppose it was his idea about the dinner. Absolutely not. It was mine. Because I was very sorry for him. And I don't... Don't let me forget where I was. Hello? Oh, well now, let me just see if she's in. Hold on a minute, will you? Becky is the man. The one who called this afternoon. You talk to him. You let me listen.
anytime soon, then?
Well, I really couldn't say. If you will leave your name and number.
Well, she wouldn't call me back. I mean, I just fell out heard her singing over at the Blue Ridge, and I just want to tell her how much I enjoyed it. See, I'm up here from East Tennessee. First time away from that part of the country, and it was so good to hear home folks singing and talking. You just tell her I enjoyed it a lot. And if I get up nerve, I might come over and talk to her during her break Friday night. My name's W.L. Hunt. W.L. Barnett Taylor.
Yes, I certainly will, Mr. Barnett. I sure should be happy that you called. Goodbye. Well, did you recognize the voice? No, I never heard him before in my life. Becky, who did you expect would call? I have never seen anybody get so upset about one little phone call. Ring the bell. I didn't want you to wake Brian. He's been very upset since Paul left.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I do think it's for the best. Pat, look, I really can't stay very long because I've got a big private party over at the club.
Okay. I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted you to know that Paul called me from the hotel, and he's talking to his lawyers, and they're going to bring over some papers for me to sign in the morning, and he's going to the Caribbean for a divorce.
When is this all going to be final?
The day after tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad to see that he finally came to his senses.
Well, I think he just feels that there's no point in fighting it anymore.
Yeah, well, it's too bad he didn't think about that 3 months ago.
Please don't. He's terribly unhappy about this. He doesn't want to do it.
All right. So now, pretty lady, that you're going to be a free woman day after tomorrow. What do you say that we get married the day after that?
Next on One Life to Live,
I want to play some more.
Tony pressures Pat to set their wedding dates,
What about Friday?
and Samantha is heartbroken over Tony.
I guess I'm just in love.
Then on General Hospital, Heather fears her secret is known, and Lana sets a trap for Jeff.
People who cross me in general will reach regret it.
General Hospital, after One Life to Live. Beginning 1 hour from now, here on ABC.
And I'm concerned about Pat and her husband and Brian.
I gather they don't have such a good marriage.
It's a travesty. They're staying together for Brian's sake.
Now things are changing?
I certainly hope so.
You mean that you and Pat, you guys are still planning to